So I'm not going to get into, we already know how I feel about stud on studs. But what the point I'm trying to drive in is that labels have become such a feared thing now that people like, oh, don't group me, you know, we're all women, and whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, we're all women. I don't want all women though. I have a preference. I don't want femmes. I want studs. Real studs. You know, some people, you know, you could wear any sneaker. It's all footwear. You wear Nikes. You want Adidas. You want Pumas. You know what I'm saying? You can wear, you know, anybody's jacket. You want your Wilson. You know, you want your Prada, cashmere. It's what you want. And labels are great because sometimes you have to check a box so that you get what you want. Now, sure, there are people who are like, oh, you know, you limit yourself when you put yourself in a group, or you limit yourself to only wanting one particular type of person, or only, you know, only. But everyone does it. I don't think they're aware of it. Anybody who's like, all I date is men. I'm heterosexual. I only date men. It's pretty limiting. You could be dating chicks too. Why limit yourself? You know, and now you're like, I don't like women, right? And I don't like femmes. There's beautiful women. Don't get me wrong. Beautiful women. I just don't want to date them. So sometimes we need those labels so that we get what we want. Sometimes we need to put a label to what it is we want so we can sift through the shit that we don't want. And then, you know, you get the basic, because like I said, nothing is etched in stone. And I don't think what goes on down in the bedroom accounts to who you are. I don't think one has anything to do with the other. I do not believe in that studs, you know, don't get head or get penetration. Or, The bedroom is the bedroom. Whatever you do in the bedroom is your business. I ain't touching that one. But I think there's a personality that studs have that are very specific to studs. Very specific. And it's very natural. Can't be a stud. So anybody who's wondering what's a stud, who's a stud, I'm not a stud. I'm not. Let it go. But I enjoy labels. I do. And I wish people didn't get so mad that there were labels. Like, people like really bent out of shape about that. People like, ew, they put me in the back, she called me. Dude, you know, you're always representing something, whether you know it or not. You know, whether you expect yourself to or not, you're always representing something. I represent, whether I want to or raise my hand to or not, I'm representing black women, lesbians, black educated women that are lesbians, black lesbians on YouTube. You know, you're representing a lot of things, whether you're aware of it or not. And whether you choose to be boxed in, somebody's already checked that box off for you. Somebody else already has. The only difference is, are you going to define you, or are you going to let somebody else define you? Now, I'm aware of who I am, and I'm aware of the things that I'm representing. And I like to be more diligent in expressing to people that being a stud, or being a femme aggressive, or dom, or dyke, or ultra femme, it's not bad to be those labels. If that's what you are, that's what you are. You know, And if you don't want to be those labels, you don't have to be, but understand that someone's going to kind of group you in there. Straight chicks, you too. Y'all chicks got labels. You have bimbos and blondes and the, vixens and the, the bitches. The bitches are like the lesbians. You know what they say? There's a difference between a bitch and a slut. Slut fucks everybody, bitch is fucking everybody but you. There's always a label. You figure out what yours is. And be comfortable in it. Shit. It's not that bad. Ain't nobody calling, fucked up pedophile. It's all good. So, that's my stance on labels. We already know how I feel about stud-on studs. Yeah. Let me get back to soaking. I'm going to holler at y'all pumpkins later. Ooh. And somebody please tell them to give me a new bubble bath to get into.